This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Gators will kick this away to get us going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Breaks free. He's moving out of the pocket. Wasting no time. He's going to go deep on the first play. Catch made wide open way downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Lets it go deep down the middle, had all day to throw. Touchdown, Alabama. Offense off to a great start. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Knox. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Makes a quick grab. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it again. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Gators moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He stays alive. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Using his legs on the scramble. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Quick throw to the right, looking for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's a quick grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Looks left and finds his target there. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's caught. It's Williams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up or take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Throws it to the right. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Simpson. Lets it go quickly. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looking to throw yet again. He'll try a pass here. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's close to the end zone. You've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's caught downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
The Gators line up with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on 1st and goal, and you throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time.
Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and they set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And now another deep ball here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different...
He grabs it inside the 20. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, tie. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chip in away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Bringing it out, it's Knox. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Gators offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. His awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Knox. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me we'd have...
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Well, here the defense defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Knox. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And the Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
From the 15-yard line, it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. We're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the move, looking deep. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. What a huge moment. That long play wiped away by a penalty. The offense with a long way to go now. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Knox. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. First play of the second half is a handoff. And this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. A short completion to the tight end. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's leg way. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Daniels. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just target overthrowing it. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. First down, looking to throw the football. And this one is caught. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida. This offense can't.